What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline, for those of you that do not know, and this is Emme. Today we are going to be doing a haul, a book haul, and I'm so excited to show you all the books that I got. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so the first three books I got from Target, and I'm not really going to be saying too much about them because they're all on my most anticipated books of 2020 list, which I will link in whatever corner it's supposed to be in. So the first, the first is Woven in Midnight by Isabel Ibanez. Isn't that absolutely stunning? I love the cover. I told y'all it was beautiful. And I got this one at Target, like I said, and the description will be in the link up above, in the card up above. Next, I got The Night Country by Melissa Albert, which is ridiculous because I haven't even read the first book, but here we are. And then the third book I got is Dark and Deepest Red by Anne-Marie McLemore, and I am so excited for this. She is for sure one of my favorite authors, even though I've only read two of her books. But I do own the other two. I just haven't gotten to them yet because my life's a mess. So these three I got at Target with a gift card that I got for Christmas. So I'm excited about that, of course. The rest of the books are from Book Outlet. I know that I said I wasn't going to buy any more books, which I should have made this disclaimer at the beginning, but there was one specific book that I saw on Book Outlet that made me want to buy this whole stack in case or before that one went out of stock. So the first book that I'm going to be talking about is The Dust of 100 Dogs by A.S. King. I bought this book because of Kayla from Books and Lala. She really loves A.S. King, and she recently read this one, and I believe she also got it off Book Outlet. This is basically about this girl named Amir, and she was originally a teenager in the 17th century, and she gets cursed to live the lives of 100 dogs, and then she can return to her human form. So by the time she returns to her human form, it's already present day, and she does have all the memories from her dog years and before, obviously. So she's just adjusting to normal life, and she's trying to find this treasure that she buried or hid somewhere. Next is Before We Were Free by Julia Alvarez. I absolutely adore Julia Alvarez. She wrote one of my favorite books, which is In the Time of the Butterflies, I believe it's called. This is middle grade, so it should be a lot lighter, and it's following another person during that time named Anita. She is living in the Dominican Republic, and she is 12 at the time of this book. A lot of her family is migrating to the United States because of this whole situation, and her family is suspected to be in a position of Trujillo, which everybody should have been. And so she has to kind of maneuver through that with the help and strength of her family. And next is Girl Logic by Eliza Schlesinger. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing names. This one is a book of essays that is told from the perspective of the author, obviously, and it is about girls and women and womanhood and all that great jazz. Next, we have A Map of Shipwrecked Girls by Jessica Taylor. And from what first of all, this was definitely a cover buy because this cover is beautiful. I had no idea what it was about. From what I read in the description, it is about these two sisters who are very, very close, whose name is Emma and Henry. I'm gonna put this down because it's messing up my lighting. Their name is Emma and Henry. These two sisters. They're very, very close. They wash up on shore of a strange, mysterious island, and the only person or inhabitant there is this boy named Peter, and just kidding, this boy named Alex, and he ends up being the cause of them drifting apart, and they have to get back together so that they can find their way back home into their normal life. Next is Women Talking by Miriam Toles. Stunning cover, as always. And this book is about this group of women that are convinced or taught or whatever that every night demons come into their bedrooms and sexually assault them. And it's punishment for their sins. A group of these women find out that it's men in their own community that are drugging them and raping them. And they come together and they work to protect themselves and their daughters from this happening to them in the future. Next, we have The Right Sort of Man. This takes place in London, I believe, shortly after World War II, and it's about these two women whose names are Iris and Gwendolyn. They decide to open up a Right Kinds of Marriage business, which is basically like a matchmaking business, and their company comes under fire when one of their most newest clientele, I don't know what you want to call it, she ends up getting murdered, and the number one suspect is the man that they set up to be her husband, or to go on the blind date or whatever. So yeah. Next is Dealing in Dreams by Liam Rivera. She is the author of The Education of Margaret Sanchez, which I did read and I did like. I read it last year. This one is about, she's looking to better her life and to get off the streets, so she's trying to live in this exclusive tower that you have to kind of get approved to live in it. And the person that runs the tower or whatever, or approves the people, he sends her on a mission. Next, The Summer I Met Jack by Michelle Gable. This book is basically a romance novel taking place in the 1950s. That's about it. And last but not least, this is the reason that I made this whole order. And this is definitely Hispanic by LeJuan James. And this is just an essay of how it's like to grow up Hispanic. That's about it. So I'm super excited to dive into these, and that's all I have to say. Remember, you subscribe. Remember to share this and any other videos on my platform that you feel your people will love. And remember to spread peace and positivity all day, every day, and it'll come back to you. And remember to keep reading. Bye.